I want to first say welcome to everyone in the room. And as Jim said, I'm Tanya Porter. I'm chairman of the Business Diversity Group. And before I introduce the panelists, I'd like to start off just by telling you a little bit about the Business Diversity Group. And a few years ago, a number of us recognized the importance of cultural diversity and awareness when doing business with people from around other parts of the world. And we also recognize how important it is for our association to reflect the rich and the varied backgrounds that we have within the ranks of IAR and IAR's 41,000 members. The working group has a mission to assess the changes and opportunities in the industry brought about by increased globalization. The working group analyzes the educational and professional development needs of our membership as they pertain to global business and cultural diversity. And we make recommendations for programs, seminars, and events to meet those needs. Additionally, the working group provides input relative to diversify for IAR's strategic plan and recommends leadership development tools to prepare our members for a growing marketplace. I've served on the panel for several years, and it's been a great experience, and I encourage all of you to join me on this committee with this task. And with that, let's go to introductions for our first panel, which focuses on the Caribbean. With us today, we have Christine Klein. Christine has 20 years of experience in real estate. In addition to being a top producing agent, Christine was a regional trainer for Century 21 and has conducted educational sessions for numerous small real estate related groups. Christine semi-relocated to Jamaica in 2011 and now operates a real estate business there and in Hampshire, Illinois. She's a sales and training manager for Heave Ho Properties, a chairperson for the MLS Committee for the Realtors Association of Jamaica, and has just started a real estate training company in Jamaica, which aims to serve other Caribbean nations. So welcome, Christine. Okay, we also have Maria Davis. And Maria began her real estate career in 1989 and has been a consistent multi-million producer since then. She has been active in international and real estate and is a member of the International Real Estate Federation, the oldest international real estate organization today. She sits on the membership committee of BIAPC USA and is on the board of directors at BIAPC Chicago. Locally, Maria chairs the Professional Standards Committee of the Chicago Association of Realtors, and she is on the Hamburg Committee of the Sister Cities Program of the City of Chicago. She has a bachelor's degree in political science from the University of Illinois and a master's degree in social work from Loyola University. So welcome, Maria. And today, the lady that needs no introduction here is going to moderate the panel, and that is Sharon Garrell. Sharon is the Housing Policy Advisor for the Illinois Association of Realtors, and in that capacity, she works closely as a staff liaison with the Business Diversity Working Group. Sharon studied international business in college and has traveled extensively, giving perspective into the role of that cultural understanding plays in the real estate industry.
My college advisor was very influential in my decision in taking international business instead of regular business, because that's what I was planning on studying. And she looked at me and she goes, why wouldn't you consider studying international business? I said, well, because there's a language requirement. I would have to take 4 years of studying a foreign language, and that was very overwhelming to me. However, she looked at me and she said, she goes, if you're going to do business, why not international? Because it will open up a whole new world. And when she said that to me, that really was very impactful. And, and she was right, and so I did. I studied international business, and I learned German, and I just don't know it very well, but I haven't forgotten it. I know a few words. But it was a very exciting major, and then also, too, as I do travel around the world and I meet people that come from all different places, that education really does help me. So with that, I'm very excited to see that we have a room full of people that really want to increase their education in international business and cultural diversity. Because I'm telling you, after you walk out of here today, I really do hope that you walk into a whole new world and look at it differently, and also just look at it as a new way to do business, but also a new way to interact with people, and that it not just enriches your business, but it enriches your whole entire life. So with that, I'd like to hand it over to Christine and have her give you her presentation, and I think you'll really enjoy it.
Anyway, it's great to be back. I used to say home, but I don't say home anymore. But it's great to be back. So many very familiar, friendly faces out there. I flew home Wednesday night. I left Jamaica, it was 85 and sunny. Got off the plane, it was 37 in Chicago. This is actually a picture taken from the beachfront of one of my listings in Midvale, Jamaica. You're all welcome to come and invest in property there. I get the question every day, why Jamaica? I get the question here, I get the question I'm in Jamaica, why Jamaica? Well, I don't know. It's not hard to answer that question, why Jamaica? It's a beautiful country, it's a beautiful island. I've been going there for many years before I decided to make the move. I've made a lot of friends, a lot of connections, so that's why Jamaica. I didn't just pick up and go to a place that I knew nothing about. I've been there for 2 years. The first year I was there, I was back and forth a lot, still doing a lot of business here, getting my feet wet down there. This year, I've been back and forth a lot less because I'm much more involved in Jamaica than I ever thought I was going to be. I quickly got my feet, my whole body wet, not just my feet. I went down there with the intentions of just selling real estate. You know, everyone's dream. Go to Jamaica, hang out on the beach, drink some fancy cocktails, and sell a couple houses every now and then. Well, I am now the sales and training manager at Century 21 Heathrow Properties. I'm the chairperson of the MLS committee for the Realtors Association of Jamaica. My broker's there, and I just started a training company of our own, doing independent training. And I sell real estate on the weekends. So I am a bit busy, much busier than I ever wanted to be. But for those of you that are thinking about making a change and doing a switch, I have a couple recommendations for you. I will tell you, do your homework. Research everything you can about whatever country you're interested in. Go there, visit a lot. Get acclimated with the culture and the people there. Make sure that you can fit in. Getting my real estate in Jamaica was very easy. It was a 2-day class and a 50-question exam. If you're a Jamaican and you want a real estate license, it's a 6-week, very intensive, very hard course, and their pass rate is only 40%. But because I already had a broker's license here, I'm a broker in Jamaica. The hard part is the work permit. Because as a foreigner going into Jamaica, you're allowed to be there 6 months at a time, 9 months out of the year. So to live and work there, you have to do one of two things. You can either become a resident, you can become a citizen, which means you have to give up your U.S. citizenship, you can marry a Jamaican, or you can get a work permit. I decided to go the hard route and get a work permit. You have to renew your work permit every year. So to get my work permit the first year, it took me almost 1 year to get it, because the government bureaucracy there is not easy to deal with. There's a lot of paperwork. And in Jamaica, you have to prove that you're there to do a job that a Jamaican can't do. Because of course they want to employ their own people first. So I went in and applied as a sales and training manager. After a whole lot of paperwork, I finally got my work permit. And I've just now started to apply for my second year of my work permit. And I have told everyone that if it's as hard as it was the first year, I'm going to marry a Jamaican. Because it's easier. The opportunities in Jamaica for realtors are amazing. They currently have a little over 700 agents on the island. Within the Realtor Association of Jamaica, there's 425 members. And their MLS just turned 3 years old. So their MLS is brand new. They do a lot of open listings. They don't really like co-broking. So I'm just now starting to get on board, get my other agents on board with understanding why the MLS is so great and what it can do for them and why Oak Brook and all of that kind of stuff starting at ground zero. So it's very fun for me, it's very interesting, and I actually love what I do. There's a lot of money in Jamaica. There's a lot of very wealthy people that are Jamaican that live in Jamaica. There's also a lot of opportunity for foreign investors. Jamaica has no requirement that you have to be a resident or citizen to own property, and the buying process in Jamaica is very similar to how it is here. Interest rates for mortgages are between 9.5% and 10%, and that's the lowest historic rate in the history of mortgages. They think it's phenomenal that rates are under 10%. But there's a lot of foreign people that buy property there. A lot of Canadians own property in Jamaica. A lot of German people own property actually in Negril, where I live. But there's a lot of opportunities there for investment. The one odd thing about Jamaica is that the banks there never foreclosed on property before. It wasn't good for the bank to foreclose on a property. They would just let people live in houses. The foreclosure process there, if they do go through it, takes about 8 years. So instead of going through that process, they would just let the people live there for free. So I have now, with my broker, been to the 4 major banks in Jamaica to teach them about short sales and why they should start doing short sales if they're not going to foreclose on property. So and now, actually, starting in the middle of last year, 2 banks actually started foreclosing on property. So they just started foreclosing on property. The market in Jamaica is, I would say, comparable to how it was here in 2007, 2008. We are very much in a buyer's market. Prices are declining. Inventories are high. So there's a great opportunity to buy property in Jamaica. These are just some of my listings that I have right now, just to give you an idea of what's out there. There's a couple more. But I will tell you that if you've considered moving to any foreign country to do business there, I'd like to say that I could retire there, but I still have to work. So if you're considering that, like I said, do your homework. I love what I'm doing. I think it was a great choice that I made to do what I did. And I'm passionate about the real estate market in Jamaica and the realtors there and getting them on the right track and moving forward.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Christine, for your presentation. As you can tell, she is a colorful personality, and it goes with the colorful presentation that she gave. So, so thanks for that, and I really appreciate you.